Mama Mateo, good afternoon, and how are you, faithful? CaptNiner coming to you for the Niner Faithful Radio halftime show with the 49ers leading after taking a later, not last second, but a late in the second quarter field goal over the Arizona Cardinals to lead 6-3 going into halftime. And what is probably one of the worst halves of football I've ever seen out of this offense. I mean, is it even an offense? What is the actual fuck is going on out there? I mean, up until I want to say that, halfway through the second quarter, we only had about what 15 yards maybe total. I know at one point we had negative 1 yards rushing. They were beating us with time of possession. It was like 12 or 16 minutes to 2:10. I mean, it was an absolute shit show when it came to how this defense or how this team, where the defense was actually playing okay, definitely break but not bend. But man, that was absolutely one of the shittiest fucking uh, things of football I've ever seen for a half. All right, so let's go over everything. Total yards. I mean, again, I'm sitting here talking about all this sorts of bullshit, but when you look at this, let's see, will this go all the way up? Oh, yeah, that takes me up. Never mind. I'm talking all this bullshit about it, but I mean, you look at the total net yards. We're beating them by 2 yards. Again, are we out of this game? No, apparently we're never out of it. We're winning the game right now. So it's not 100% terrible. Come on. Let me pull something up real quick. No turnovers yet. First downs are 8-6. Time of possession 70. What is the actual time of that? 21 minutes and 27 seconds to 8 minutes and 33 seconds. This is 100% an absolute joke when it comes to how this offense is being run right now. It's just absolute shit. Everything else with these guys, it's like, dude, come on. I don't even understand any of this. All right. So total plays is 35 to 224. Average gain per plays, 3.3 to 5.0. Again, we are beating them in certain metrics. We are winning this game probably by a big margin. But when it looks like, just little things, they're converting on what's our third down convert? Third down efficiency. They are 4 of 9. We are 1 for 5. Just sad. We got Mad Dog LaJoy. What is up, my brother? How are you doing? Thank you for showing up, my man. 0 penalties for you. That's not right. Oh, penalties on them. Never mind. Let's see. Completions. Let me see. Each team has got 1 sack. Both teams got 10 yards on penalties. No fumbles. Oh, no fumbles were a loss. Excuse me. Terry Doman is definitely a rough day at the offense, especially when it comes to the offense. The defense is playing semi-okay. It's definitely a bend but not break kind of situation. Seeing we're leading and only giving up 6-3, or we're winning 6-3. If you look at total yardage, it's 117 to 119. Again, we are definitely winning in some metrics, but we should be just destroying them in some metrics. But then others, we should be getting our butts kicked. What is up, Kim? How are you doing? Going into halftime, winning looks promising. Hey, you know what? Again, it looks good. I'm worried about how this defense is going to be going into the second half. Now, Michael Williams did leave with an ankle, or not an ankle, but a wrist injury. He did come back carrying his helmet in his hand. Didn't report whether it was the left hand or the injured one, blah, blah, blah. And obviously, we don't know what the status is for Nick Bosa. But I saw the thing where he looked up into the, to stands. He pointed to somebody and, kind of a little frown on his face. So it didn't look good. But Mac 8 of 12, CMCS 9. Yeah. It's almost like he's not looking for anybody else. And to be fair, the line is playing like absolute shit right now. This line is playing, after looking, I think it was the third best line in the league, according to metrics, obviously, coming into this game. So we're expecting them to play pretty good. But right now, this line is just getting run over. Let's see. So, all right, passing. Kyler Murray, 14 of 20 for 81 yards, 1 sack, 77.3 rating. Mac Jones, 12 of 8 for 112. The 1 sack and 83. Again, not. Yep, Bosa is questionable. I have not seen anything as far as to how Michael Williams is looking. I mean, what more do we have to do? I mean, it's like, as you guys can see, it says in my name here that I can play defensive end. Didn't play a whole lot of it, but at this point, some of these guys we're gonna have to start showing up and helping. Yeah, those. These are definitely not the Saints defensive line. Speaking of the Saints, if you guys haven't looked over, the Seahawks are absolutely destroying the Saints right now. It's the last I looked, there was about 3 minutes left in the first half, and they were leading 35-7. They are putting on an absolute clinic right now. I have to watch it and see if it's a bunch of fruit plays or whatever. But yeah, after we're doing a little bit of a struggle to beat them, Seahawks are just whooping up on them. Let's see. The thing is, we need to contain Murray. Oh, we haven't done a terrible job of containing Murray, but it's just he gets enough. He reminds me of like Russell Wilson, what he would do. He's not necessarily going to kill you with doing that, but he keeps those drives alive. Again, where is that time possession that we were just looking at? 21 minutes and 27 seconds to 8:33. That is absolutely pathetic. I know at one point it was like 17 minutes to 2 partway into the second quarter. You are never going to win anything when you have 2 minutes, even if there's just the first quarter. 2 minutes of possession is absolutely unacceptable. There's nothing. Kyle, you're supposed to be an offensive genius, man. Figure this shit out. Michael has the wrist injury reported. Yeah, but I haven't seen anything as far as if he's coming back or not. Again, they did report that he was also running back onto the field carrying his helmet, but as far as we know, that could be with his good wrist. So we'll see. Yeah, right now everything is. The good news is we're winning. It's halftime, and we're winning. That means we can start fresh, come out there. I believe we're getting the ball to start the second half. We need one of those long drives, one of those sustained drives that the Cardinals had. Their first 2 drives were very long ones, 8-9 minutes for each one. We need that. The defense is definitely tired. Give them a little bit more rest before coming out in the second half. Let's see what else we're doing now here. All right. Sorry. Kicking. Let's see. McCaffrey is 5 for 9. That's nice. He's run for more than 10 yards. Am I missing something here? Nope. Rushing. McCaffrey only with 9 yards total. Jesus, we are not doing anything on offense. 23, 12, and 6. I mean, even their defensive. Kyler's got 3 for 23. Like Kim had said, we've got to contain him. We're not doing a terrible job of containing him. But as far as Connor and Benson are going, they're not doing anything. I know a lot of people were actually more worried about Benson than Connor. Don't put some respect on the name for the old man. The old man has beat cancer, and he's definitely going to be a tough old dog. When it comes to receiving, they are spreading it around. Who do we got? We've got Ricky Pearsall with 3 for 42. McCaffrey 5 of 31. McCaffrey should have 5 to 6 catches in the entire game. He is coming out of I only saw Brian Robinson come in once, just once. I don't know what is the point of trading for someone of his stature to not do anything with him. 9 yards only. Yeah, it's pretty. Like I said, I was doing like a triple check on that. Is it really only 9? That's pretty sad. Hello, Miss Veronica. How are you doing? Thank you for showing up. Let's see. Who else we got going on with this one? Returns. Everything like that. Just any way you look at it, this game is absolutely terrible by this team right now. Going into the second half, we got to get something. I don't know what to say. Offense, get something, anything established. Air game, running game. Do something in this game. Yes, we ended. We had a decently long drive. Go to a hurry-up offense. We know how that goes. A lot of times you go to a hurry-up offense that throws the opposing defense off balance, and all of a sudden the team that hasn't moved the ball at all for the entire game can score. Hence what we did. At this point, let's try something. I mean, we know we're not going to see Aaron Martinez, so it's not like we can pull, Mac Jones because he's having a bad game. He's not having necessarily a bad game. His offensive line is playing absolutely terrible right now. We're not moving anything but barely air at this moment. Get some sort of sustained drive to start this third quarter, and then get another one. Get a quick, instead of the defense giving up a long drive again, where, even if they only give up 3 points or no points because they miss a field goal or something like that. At this point, especially if we're going to be down both Bosa and possibly Michael, because let me see if I can figure out anything about Michael real quick. Nothing with Michael that I could see anything. But either way, if both of those guys are going to be out, we're just going to be thinner on an area that was already decently thin. They pretty much aren't using the running game because we can't do anything, and then we're behind the sticks on a lot of this, so we have to start throwing. So yeah, it's just been not a great one on that. I am going to cut this one short because I do have a few things to do at halftime today. Um, so everybody, make sure to show. Thank you for showing up to the Niner Faithful Radio halftime report. Jamie will be live probably about 30 minutes after the game to do the post game report, and then me and TJ will be together again on Tuesday. I have been told TJ has light, so he is not so dark come Tuesday. He looked pretty good today on the pregame. As you can say, what's up, Mr. Media? How you doing, brother? Media can attest to the fact that TJ looked much better today on his phone than his PC. So let's just trash the PC and do everything on his phone. All right, everybody. Like I said, we will see you guys after the game, and then we'll see you on Tuesday for the review of the show.